Hello everybody, welcome to Royal Kitchen. Today in my kitchen I am going to make chicken tikka kebab or the king of kebabs. It is also known as the king of kebabs. We have to take boneless chicken cubes from the breast of the chicken like this. We have to take the cubes of this size. If we take the big and dense pieces, they don't cook properly. Take thin and small pieces to cook at home is better. Because we don't have tandoor at home, at hotels they have tandoor, so they use big and dense pieces to make chicken tikka kebabs. Here I have taken 250 grams of chicken, washed and cut into small cubes like this. We have to cut them in small cubes of this size so that they may be cooked so well. To make all the kebabs, we have to marinate them 2 times. In the first marination, we have to add 1 teaspoonful of ginger garlic paste to this. I have taken 250 grams of chicken, so I am using half a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. And we have to add 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chilli powder to this. And add 1/4 teaspoon of salt or as per your taste. To this I am adding 1 teaspoonful of lemon juice. Mix all of them well. Kashmiri red chilli powder gives nice red color to the chicken. See, our chicken looks so yummy and eye-catching because we are using a Kashmiri red chilli powder. It gives a very red color to this chicken. Here I am also using a pinch of red food color to this chicken. Now mix all of them well. Now our first marination is over. We have to keep this marinated chicken aside for half an hour. I am keeping this marinated chicken aside for half an hour. Now for our second marination, we have to take 4 tablespoons of hung curd. The curd should be hung and there should be no water in the curd. To this we have to add 1 more teaspoonful of Kashmiri red chilli powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala powder, 1 teaspoon of chia seeds I am adding. This is optional. To keep our family's health in view, I am using chia seeds in almost all my recipes. I am adding half a teaspoonful of cumin powder to this, half a teaspoonful of black pepper powder, half a teaspoonful of turmeric powder, half a teaspoonful of coriander powder and half a teaspoon of garam masala powder. To this add half a teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix all of them well. Now in a frying pan, add 2 tablespoons of ghee. To this we have to add 2 tablespoons of gram flour or chickpea flour. We have to roast it until it gets into a golden brown color and releases its nutty flavor. We have to fry it. Occasionally we have to stir it so that it may not get burnt. Keep the flame in low. Once in a while we have to stir it. I have added 2 tablespoons of ghee to this. At first I have added 1 tablespoon and now I have added another tablespoon of ghee. Now we have to continuously stir the flour so that it may not get burnt and stick to the bottom of the pan. This goes into our second marination of the chicken tikka kebabs. It binds the kebabs and all the ingredients to the chicken. It helps to bind all the ingredients and coats them well to the chicken pieces. Our gram flour is turned into a golden brown color. Now we have to stop the flame, and it is also releasing the nutty flavor. Now at this stage we have to keep it aside for cooling. Now we have to transfer the roasted gram flour into the second marination. We have to add it to the second marination. Now mix all of them well so that there should be no lumps formed in the second marination. To this I have added the entire gram flour and ghee. To this we have to add 1 tablespoon full of olive oil and 1 more teaspoon full of ghee. Whisk all of them so that there should be no lumps formed in the second marinated dough. We have to whisk them vigorously like this. See, all the ingredients are mixed well. Now to this we have to add the marinated chicken which we have kept aside for half an hour. Now mix all of them well so that the second marination ingredients coated well with the chicken pieces. Like this we have to mix all of them well. Now we have to keep these chicken tikka pieces for 2 to 3 hours. It is always better to marinate the chicken a day before you cook it. Now our chicken tikka is ready. We have to keep it aside for 2 to 3 hours so that all the ingredients, all the flavors may be absorbed into the chicken pieces. Now our chicken tikka is rested for 4 to 5 hours. I have soaked the skewers in the water for 30 minutes. I have soaked the skewers in the water like this. I have soaked this half of the skewers for 5 minutes and again I have turned the skewers this side like this. I have soaked them for 15 minutes. If we soak the skewers in water, they don't get burnt when we put them in the oven or on the pan. So we should soak the skewers whenever we need to barbecue them. Now our chicken is rested for 3 hours. Now we have to take the skewers and screw the chicken pieces one after the other into the skewer. We have to screw the chicken pieces one after the other like this into the skewer. Don't tightly press them one on the other. Loosely screw them so that all the pieces roasted and cooked from all the sides, and we have to press like this. Like this we have to screw all the chicken pieces into the skewer. I have done the screwing. Now our chicken is ready to be roasted. On the baking pan we have to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we have to spread it all over the pan with the help of a brush like this. Now place the skewers one after the other. Like this we have to place all the skewers on the pan. I have placed 4 skewers here. 2 more skewers are to be baked. Occasionally we have to flip them to bake and roast from all the sides and until they get roasted into golden brown color. And we have to brush the chicken pieces with the oil like this. We have to brush them with the oil or ghee. Here in the marination I have used 4 tablespoons of ghee. That's why I am frying the chicken tikka kebabs with olive oil. Now flip them. Flip the kebabs upside down like this. Keep the flame in medium. Occasionally we have to repeat the process so that the kebabs may perfectly cooked and baked from all the sides. Now again we have to brush them with the oil. See, our kebabs are roasted very well on one side and we have to roast them the other side also. Now brush the kebabs with the ghee. The flavor of ghee is very mouth-watering and it is very favorite to my children and me also. Let us check whether kebabs are cooked well or not. Our kebabs are very well cooked. They are smooth and soft from all the sides. Now our kebabs are cooked from all the sides, so let us transfer the kebabs into a serving plate. Now we have to remove the excess masala ingredients which we have marinated the chicken. We have to remove the entire masala from the tawa. Otherwise our remaining kebabs may get burnt and stick to the bottom of the pan. So we have to remove all the masala and place the kebabs on the frying pan like this and brush the kebabs with ghee. And roast them from all the sides. Now we have to flip the kebabs like this. See, they are roasted very well. Let us check whether our kebabs are cooked well or not. See, they are also cooked very well. Now transfer these kebabs into the serving plate. So totally I have made 6 skewers of chicken tikka kebabs. I made them on the gas stove, not in the oven. Now our chicken tikka kebabs are ready to eat and serve. Garnish them with some coriander leaves. And serve them with mint curd chutney. Our kebabs looks so yummy and mouth watering. I hope all of you would like my recipe. If you really liked my recipe, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. I will be soon back to you with one more new recipe. Till then, take care. Thank you.